Welcome back to the channel.
For those of you who are new around here, I'm Ruth.
And I'm Ahmed.
And there's 3 people that are missing. So our daughter Saffron, our son Junaid, and our son-in-law Daniel, who has deserted us and gone back to the UK. Today's video is...
So today's video is a follow-up on the last one. So if you haven't seen that, go check that out up there or link in the description. Today's video is assumptions people have about Australia. So we are going to not necessarily answer, but elaborate on some of the assumptions that some people have.
Yeah.
We've been here for 2 years now.
Yeah.
We've been here for 2 years.
We've actually been in Australia for 2 years this month.
This month.
The end of this month.
End of this month will be 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah. So we've asked friends and family about, and other people, any assumptions that they have about Australia that we can shed some light on. Again, we're not going to know everything, but from our experience, this is what we've seen so far. So without further ado, the first assumption that we had, big cities are more racist than small town.
I could just hit the countdown clock. So there's an assumption off the bat that there's racism across the board.
Yeah.
But are big cities more racist than smaller towns? Personally, can I start off?
Take it away.
From the jump, I would like to say, well, I've not experienced any racism towards me or towards my family since living in Australia that I considered racist. So there is a video we're going to drop soon about is Australia racist, and we've got a real good kind of example / case study of a situation that happened and how we perceived it. So from my view, I've not experienced any overt racism, be it kind of that low level comments or snides or people holding on to their bags, which I would put at this end of the spectrum, all the way through to banks not approving you for mortgages, people not employing you, that systemic, does that make sense? Like being pulled over by the police. So for me, there's a whole spectrum of it.
Yeah.
I've not experienced anything on that spectrum since being here at all. But then again, I'm not the type of person that's super vigilant to that. Like, I bought a house, I've got a good job, I've got a good set of friends. Like, I can't see that it's happened to me, but maybe somebody has looked at me and thought whatever they thought. But I don't know.
Personally, I haven't experienced it outright. We talk about this a lot. The first and only time that I feel I experienced racism directly was in primary school, and that was over 20 years ago. And that's when the person who said the thing to me said it directly to my face, and I didn't know what it was back then until later on, when you started hearing the grown-ups talking about these type of language, and then you realize, oh, that was a racist incident. But coming to Australia, to answer the question, or to talk about the assumption, I haven't experienced anything to say it is.
We started off up here.
I know.
God.
We should have moved this to the end of the video because it's just going to be...
It's downhill.
Downhill from here. So hit that like button now before the next bit comes in. So the next one is, there are kangaroos jumping along the main streets.
Love that.
Yes and no. It's seasonal. So you will find there are kangaroos, especially when it's season, when they come down from the hills. For the water. They will be jumping across the road to try and get to the water. Yeah. Quite often.
But it's not like you look out your window and you see.
And you just see. But saying that...
Yeah, saying that.
Oh my gosh, I had an experience. I thought it was my time.
Oh my God.
So we went away for our anniversary. If you haven't seen that, link in the description. We went away and I went to go and get some food. It was dark. Ruth had gone back to the apartment, and as I was coming back, I could feel that there was somebody there, and I can hear the rustling in the bushes. So approached cautiously, and then I made out this silhouette. It was taller than me, like, I don't know, 6 foot to 6 foot and a half. Just huge. And I looked up and I got a bit closer, then the lights from the street lamp then started to show. Like, oh my gosh, it's a kangaroo. And this was in the middle of the street at what, 8 or 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
I nearly myself.
Soiled yourself.
I nearly soiled myself. So I thought, nah, I'm not gonna win this fight. So I'm gonna go around. So I backed up, went all the way around to the apartment. So you do see them on the street, but at the moment it's not the season, so you won't. And this is February. We don't see many now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good question. Good assumption, though.
Good assumption. Assumption number 3. There are snakes in the toilets. Snakes and spiders in the toilets.
So just for clarity, we're not living in the outback. We don't live in the outback. So we haven't experienced that. Not to say you can't in the city, but we haven't experienced snakes in our toilet. We've experienced a few spiders in the house.
But again, it's house spiders. There's one, our first video on YouTube, I think it was, our second video on YouTube was a huntsman spider, which was crawling up our door.
On the outside,
and it was a baby one. So
and huntsmen can get to the size of a dinner plate. Imagine.
So and the one that we saw was a baby one. So we haven't experienced any snakes and spiders in the toilets. No. But there are.
And where we lived before, we backed onto a golf course. So I thought we'd have more chance of a snake or something coming in because there's a golf course and the ponds and all of that stuff there. But we didn't get anything.
But we didn't get anything.
No.
Man.
Missed opportunity.
Number 4. You've had to make adjustment to fashion.
For me, no, because you know I'm frugal Fanny. So for me, the clothes that I have now, 99.9% are the clothes that I bought with me from London. So I haven't really had to, if that makes sense. I haven't really bought many clothes here. There's maybe like 5 or 6 jumpers that I bought because we shipped our winter clothes over and then we arrived in winter. I don't know what we thought we were doing. So it was cold, so I needed a few jumpers. But apart from that, most of my stuff are UK. So I can't really answer that question. But one thing I do know that is a struggle is to find good jeans here. I've looked for a couple of black jeans and there's none that match up to those Primark high-waisted. Woo, Lord.
So if you're a company that does high-waisted jeans
in Australia,
please let us know. Or if you know any companies that do high-waisted jeans, please let us know.
But apart from that, no, they've got, and if you want branded stuff, they've got like Foot Locker, Nike, Adidas shops, like all that stuff. If that's your vibe,
your forte,
then they've got that.
Similar. I haven't made much. Shorts and t-shirt and chinos mainly. That's what I wear. For work,
what about
suits.
short shorts?
Well, they've got short shorts here, but I haven't made that transition to short shorts. But that's not to say I might not. So you might get a video of me in short shorts, maybe.
Who wears short shorts?
I wear short shorts.
Who wears short shorts? I wear short shorts.
So next one, number 5. There are big employment differences.
I don't know, it's a hard one because I feel like we've both gone into jobs that were similar to what we left in the UK. So in regards to employment differences, employment that's available, in my mind there's not many employment differences. Like you were a teacher in the UK, you were a teacher here. Does that make sense? It's like we've gone into similar jobs. So I haven't felt any big employment differences. I think the only thing that I have noticed is, like we said in our previous video, everyone seems to have a side hustle. So that's probably the employment difference that I've seen. Yeah,
I would agree with that. And I guess, like you said, teacher's teacher. Health worker's health worker. Number 6, assumption number 6. You have found well, it's the same as the previous one before. Assumption number 6 is the same as the previous one, which was the snake one. You've found massive spiders, and the answer is no, we haven't, but not to say there aren't. And then the final assumption, you feel like an outsider because of your accent and or your skin color. So it's kind of finishing off where we kind of started off. I personally, it doesn't matter where I am. I feel like an outsider in a way, just because I don't operate like a typical person within my community. So I don't go to those parties or those functions and gatherings. I usually just stay in my house. So I always feel in a way like an outsider, but not because of my skin color. I've never felt like an outsider. I haven't felt like an outsider because of my skin color here. Yeah.
And I think my perspective on that is, I don't think there's such thing as like outsiders and insiders. I don't think all white people are inside and all Asian people are here inside and then I'm on the outside. I don't think that exists. Does that make sense? I don't think insider outsider exists. So does that make sense?
Yeah. Outside the box thinking. Yeah, she's got that. Well, there's no inside or outside, so it's around the box thinking.
Yeah. So everyone's just there. There's no inside outside.
That's it.
That's the end.
So that's been our us talking about the assumptions that you have. But remember what they say about assumptions.
Everyone knows when you make an assumption, you make an ass out of you and umption.
If you haven't already, make sure to like the video. If you're all the way here, you must have liked it. Come on. Yeah.
So share it. Share the love.
Share it as well. Share. Don't keep it to yourself. Share it. But if not,
apologise.
Hit the thumbs down. No.
Yeah, sorry about that. We will get better. We will improve. Quality assurance.
Why not?
2021.
Just interact with us. That's what we're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Without further ado, make sure to like, comment, share,
and subscribe.
Like, comment, share, subscribe. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And
we'll see you in the next one.
yes, we will.
Bye.